to my channel. I'm Alexa. Today we're making key lime pie. I've measured out all my ingredients and I recommend that you do so too. You can find a full list of ingredients and measurements in the link in the description. Remember to watch the video first so you can be prepared. I'm going to start by making my key lime pie filling. To do this, I'm going to mix my eggs in a bowl of my stand mixer for 2 minutes until they lighten and fluff up. Put your mixer on medium to high. To do this, I'm going to use a whisk attachment of my stand mixer. Next, I'm going to add in my sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to mix until it's fully combined. Next, I'm going to add in my lime juice. Perfect, so I'm going to move on to the next step. Now I'm going to get started on my pie crust. To do this, I'm going to combine my graham cracker crumbs with melted butter. When making the graham cracker crust, don't cut back on the butter at all in the amount that's listed. It actually is the only thing that holds a crust together. I always cut back on fat when I can in my recipes, so when I give ingredients to any recipes I demonstrate, I've already taken the fat to the most minimum level that I feel will still give you a successful baked item. I'm going to stir this with my spoon until all the graham crackers look like they're evenly coated in butter and are starting to stick together. Next, I'm going to pour my graham cracker crumbs into my pie plate. To start, I'm going to press down on them with a rubber spatula. I want my crumbs to climb the sides of the pie plate, so I'm going to press them with my hands so they go up the sides. I'm sorry my pie plate slid off the screen a bit. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. To make sure my pie crust is sticking together, I'm going to press down on it using a piece of parchment paper. This is not necessary. My crumbs are sticking to my hands a little too much. Next, I'm going to put my pie crust into the oven. My oven's preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. This should allow my pie crust to hold up better once I added my filling. After 5 minutes, I removed my pie crust from the oven. I recommend using 2 pot holders so you don't need to grip the crust when taking it out of the oven like I did. I'd misplaced one of my pot holders when it was ready to come out, so I tried to make it work. I wouldn't recommend this if possible. I'm going to let it sit until it's cooled to room temperature. Then I will be able to fill it. Now that my crust is cooled, I'm going to fill my pie crust. I'm using my rubber spatula to guide my filling into my pie crust. Try to be as careful as you can to make sure all the filling enters it. Next, I'm putting my pie into the oven. It's preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. My pie took 15 minutes to bake. I'd recommend setting a timer for 10 minutes and another for a few more minutes if it isn't done yet. When it's finished baking, it should be slightly jiggly but mostly firm. It shouldn't be liquidy or loose. You might want to eat it right away, but please let it come to room temperature and refrigerate until it's cool. If not, it'll have loose filling even though it seems firm. It's also very refreshing when served cold. And my key lime pie is done and looking delicious. Please let me know what you thought of the video in the comments and how the recipe went for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can see when new videos are added. Thank you and enjoy!